Yes, the recording is started. And once again, thanks everyone for joining the session for RPA free training. And this is not like a demo or 1 or 2 sessions. Like we are going to cover the entire curriculum or whatever is required to start with your RPA journey. Even if you are not having any RPA knowledge as well. And here are the speakers like myself, Pathrudu, and we have Sai Kiran and Pradeep Chinnala as well. Like we are going to be your trainers and mentors for this entire course. And Sai Kiran, over to you. Can you please introduce about yourself?
Yeah, I guess a very good morning, a warm welcome from Hyperautomation team and all. Uh, just speaking about myself, I'm Sai Kiran Kondreddy, having overall 8+ years of experience with IT industry and 5+ years into RPA. So presently, I'm working as solution architect with a leading MNC. And this year, I've been rewarded or recognized as UiPath MVP for 2024. And coming to my certifications, I'm certified in advanced developer with UiPath, and also I've trained around like 500 plus students as well as IT professional in my training experience and all. And coming to my other expertise, I'm a speaker, mentor, and content creator. Yeah. So that's a small intro about myself.
Yeah, thanks, Sai Kiran. And I think you mentioned to miss out like you are handling a YouTube channel as well, Automation X by
Yes.
Sai Kiran. So guys, you can follow that as well. And and the second is like myself, Pathrudu Chintakayala, and I'm working as a solution architect. And this year I was awarded with UiPath MVP 2024. And also I have done my UiPath certified solution architect. And also I completed other certifications as well, like test automation engineer with UiPath and advanced developer. And also I'm a certified safe agilist. And I'm handling UiPath community chapter, Vishakhapatnam. And also I'm handling my own YouTube channel, Skill RPA, so you can follow that as well. And Pradeep, over to you.
Yes. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for intro, Pathrudu and Sai Kiran. So this is Pradeep Chinnala. So I have 7+ years of experience in UiPath industry, and I got an award like MVP for past 2 years, 2023 and 2024. And I have attended multiple hackathons, and I got finalist for it. So here I mentioned couple of hackathon awards: a work hackathon and generative AI specialized AI award and best use case award. And with this, I am the part of active community member and community mentor. So this is about me. And over to Pathrudu.
Yeah, just to have an add-on here, it's myself, Kiran, I'm basically MVP in studio as well as orchestrator, core components, and Pathrudu is basically MVP in the test automation, so test suite, and Pradeep was basically MVP in the category of document understanding, AI center and all. So we are trying to just bring three diversified components knowledge so that we can just help our community to grow bigger and all. Yep.
Yeah,
Fine.
sorry guys, I was like in between disconnected. I'm sorry for that. And so thanks guys, thanks for your brief intros. And guys, like everyone will be having a question, like because there are a lot of UiPath trainings are going on around, and why there should be a free training, like why we are giving this free training. See, it's instead of like having the basic knowledge into the paid training, we thought of like why don't we offer a UiPath free training so that like people whoever is interested and want to enhance their skills and for the UiPath. So why don't we have a free training for that? So that is the motto or purpose we initiated this free training. And also like UiPath, we have a lot of skill requirement in the industry as of now. But we could able to see very few people who is matching to the skills. So we thought of like, why don't we improve that skill set in the market with our guidance and with our trainings. And for that reason, we started with this. And also, this is part of UiPath community. Like we are part of UiPath community, all three of us. And of course, everyone is part of UiPath community, but we are uh, supposed to mentor and we are supposed to improve or build our community as part of our roles and responsibilities as well. It's not only giving it is for free, but we are interested in doing that, and we are supposed to do that, right? And also we are in like kind of by promoting this skill, continuous skill into further more and more with a broader audience, right? So these are our motivation in order to start with this free training for UiPath, right? And when we have the UiPath, when we are talking about UiPath, we have a lot of ecosystem we have in UiPath. Not only UiPath community, apart from that, like we have a lot of other forums and other uh, uh, what we say uh, systems where we can collaborate and where we can learn together, where we can grow together, and where we can succeed together, right? And automation cloud is it is completely coming as a free with the community edition. Like let us suppose you are an individual and want to learn UiPath, and as of now, see, when you call out UiPath or any other RPA tools, right, enterprise tools or any of the products, you will not get the access to that unless and until if you are working on an organization and if you are working on that particular technology or a tool. And organization will give the access to only those people whoever is required and who is working on it. But the UiPath is giving the community edition free for the individuals, whoever wanna start learning it. See, the point here why UiPath wanna give that even community edition is, see, the companies will give you the job only if you have the knowledge, and you will get the access only if you are in a company. So there is a conflict there, right? So for that reason, UiPath has given this automation cloud community edition for free for you to learn and for you to get a job. So that is the reason why the UiPath community edition is given. And that's the reason for which even we are from the UiPath community as giving starting the free trainings and the UiPath Academy. And UiPath Academy, you will have each and every course learning paths available for you to start with your UiPath journey. And not only this, free trainings, you can even join the academy and start learning, but it is a self-paced. But here, though we have a free trainings available in UiPath Academy, why we are starting this, right? It's a question. The reason is UiPath Academy is having a self-paced, and here it is a live interactive. That is the difference, right? And we have a UiPath forum. Like here in the live interaction, you can ask us the questions, and we will respond to your questions. But in case if you are learning from UiPath Academy, or if you already started working in any of the project in going further future also, right? You will be coming across a couple of questions or some complexities where you need to overcome. You might not be having handy for experienced people or someone, and you have your manager, but you are a bit hesitant to ask them. And you have your iPad community forum where you can search for all your questions. Majority of the cases, your question might be already available. First, search for the question, and if it is not available, you just write your question, and the people will respond back. Right? People will answer your questions, and they will help you to overcome that questions. This is how the UiPath community forum works. And we have the community events. UiPath community events are like we have the UiPath community chapters local. Like we have for Hyderabad, we have for Pune, we have for Mumbai, we have for Vizag. Even I lead the Vizag chapter. So what we generally do is at least once in a month we will be having sessions in the community events, and that too with the latest functionalities or the latest trends, whatever the UiPath had released. So we will be always up to the date. You will be up to date once you are in part of the UiPath community events with the UiPath features and releases, right? And we have the blog and tutorials. We have the UiPath blog where the people can will be writing the articles on any of the topics. See, for now, like if you want to learn something, you have the academy, but the blogs is not for the not intended for the learning. It is something that like enhancing your career. For suppose when you go to the academy, you will learn about the UiPath curriculum, how to develop the boards and all. But here in the blogs, you will come across the best practices how you can do, right? So such an articles it will be available in the UiPath blogs. And we have the UiPath community MVPs, UiPath community MVPs and the forum leaders as well. Let us suppose if you are started with the UiPath community forum and become more active, right? And if you started contributing more and more by giving answers to the people whoever is requesting the or who are in the need of help, so then you will be rewarded with the community forum leaders, so that whatever the contribution you are giving back to the UiPath community, that will be recognized. And the MVPs as well. MVPs is nothing but like mentoring the people and helping in building the community and having the technical expertise, strong technical expertise. So that actually goes with the UiPath MVPs. And we are of also UiPath MVPs. And let us go back and see the curriculum, what we are planning to cover as part of this training. And before we get into that, so here are the LinkedIn of all three of us. So you can follow us on the LinkedIn as well. I'm just putting it in the chat. Oh, it's already given. Thanks, Pradeep. So these are our LinkedIn pages, and you can follow us, our profiles over the LinkedIn as well. And before going into the curriculum, right, let me go to the forum.uipath.com and community.uipath.com, academy.uipath.com. So these three are going to be the main pillars for learning from UiPath. So these three are going to be the main pillars of UiPath for learning and enhancing our career. So in UiPath Academy, we have a couple of learning plans. So if you want to be a business analyst, you can go with this particular learning plan. And this is for people who want to manage the UiPath infrastructure, like UiPath orchestrator or like robots or machines, whatever it is. So you will be going with this. And if you want to become a solution architect, you can go with this learning plan. But before you want to be a solution architect, you should be a developer, right? Without having the development expertise, you cannot be a solution architect. So first you need to complete your automation developer, and then you need to come back here. And if you want to be an automation tester using UiPath Test Suite, you can go with this UiPath Test Automation Engineer Training Learning Plan. And you have even for the specialized AI, like I have seen that like when the people are filling the forms, like they're asking for DU and AI center concepts, right? Everything is available in the specialized AI training plan, professional training plan. And we have the automation developer, and also we have each and every learning plans. And also if you want to go only specific to a topic, right? Like let us suppose if it doesn't want to go with the entire UiPath training, but you want to go with only a database or only an API training, all right? So those you can see here. It is topic wise, we will be having the courses, and this is about the learning plans and the community events. So
To just to just add on here, so we suggest if you want to have some certifications for free of cost, you can also get it from Academy. Let's say that if you just register with the Academy, where you have just completed related to associate developer training, so you'll get a certification from the Academy and all. It's a free certifications. And also, like once you complete Academy certifications, if you're willing to just have your career path in basically in UiPath, we can just go with some paid certifications where there are some 6 options available in terms of associate, advanced developer, solution architect, specialized AI, and also recently test automation engineer came into picture. So there were some 5 available options where you will have 3 years validity in terms of certifications too, right? And also all these applications, what you are seeing like a community, academy, all these things at a single sign-on application where you will try to register only with a single email ID. So and the same email ID can be accessible across all the platforms which you are able to actually see. Yes.
Okay. Thanks for adding, Sai Kiran. So here, the certification he is talking about, like you'll be getting that diploma certificate, like course completion from academy, and the certification professional, right? That we can look at later, like once you got expertise hands-on, because without having an expertise hands-on, you cannot get into that. You cannot. It is very hard to clear that exam, and it is like wasting of your money, hard-earned money, when you're not having hands-on. So once you join this academy along with this course, right? Like you'll be covering that topics as well, and you'll get an diploma completion certification. And when we come to the UiPath community, so here is the community, and you have a different chapters here. You can have a reason wise, and here we will be talking about the latest whatever topics we are going to have. And if you come back to this ISA Pacific, like you can here, you can see all of our ASEA region chapters. And if we go to Hyderabad, if you go to Vizag, so once you join this, like by clicking on this join button, you will get all the notifications. And we have upcoming event coming 21st March. This is related to something which is very latest product of UiPath, where we have very limited resources to do that, and you can register for this as well. Once you register, you'll get a RSVP, and the speakers are like again Pradeep Chinnala and Sai Kiran Kondreddy. So these two folks are talking about this communications mining, and you can just register for this as well.
Thanks for the intro about session Pathrudu. So this training is entirely related to the communication mining. This is one of the latest product in UiPath. So we have a good future for that. So please do RSVP for it. Yeah, please hand over to Pathrudu.
Thank you. Yes. So once you are subscribed to any of the channels, right, you will be getting the latest whatever we have. And also in the Pune chapter, we have an upcoming event as well. Unlocking efficiency with test automation framework. This is completely related to the UiPath test suite. See, when we're saying to UiPath test suite, it is not much different from the UiPath RPA, right? It is very closely connected, interconnected. And UiPath test suite can be used even for testing of your RPA projects. It's not only for the application testing. And this is all about like how we are going to test with the UiPath test automation framework. And I'm going to talk in that session. So Pradeep, can you just put the link for, yeah, you kept already. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Thanks, man. Thanks. So please stay on these community platforms so that like you'll be always up to the date with the UiPath, whatever the latest features or whatever the latest products or we are having. And this is the most helping hand for every developer. This is the most and the basic helping hand for each and every developer, which is our UiPath community forum. So visit forum.uipath.com, and here you have a lot of questions. And for each and every question, the turnaround time to get the response is very less. And let us suppose you are working on UiPath Studio and you got stuck something, right? You can search here directly, whatever the problem you are having, right? Cannot bring the target application to the foreground. There might be, see, we have a couple of questions. You can go through these three questions and see whether you are facing the similar problem or not. The reason is there might be some people who is already facing this issue, already might have faced this issue, and they might have already written in the forum, and they might be already resolved, right? First, we need to check. And if not, you can create a topic directly by clicking on the new topic, or you can go to the studio category. This is the studio category. And from here, you can create the new topic. So when you are, once you post it, right, you'll be getting the response from the people. Sometimes you may get the direct workflows also. It is completely depends on what complexity you are facing, but sometimes the people will send back the workflow files, and sometimes you'll be getting instructions like this to how you can fix it, right? So this is about the UiPath community forum. And we have the cloud automation cloud, which is nothing but cloud.uipath.com.
So
And
just
here,
just to add on here, as Pathrudu was saying about the community events, it's not that you can just join only events happening across India. You can just join events happening across the globe. So there were some events not only from Hyderabad, Pune, Vizag. So you can just register with any sort of event that's happening across the globe. So you can see whatever the latest features that's been taken by various community chapters and providing some knowledge across the platform, right? So that is one thing
I
you
think
can just have some add-on advantage. So let's say that in the Philopedia, it's run
see
by
in
one of our, uh, yeah, you can just continue.
Yeah, thanks for reminding that. Yeah, you can join anywhere, but there will be two types of events. One is virtual and one is in person. So for virtual, you need to join. You can join from anywhere. And if you take this Philadelphia, and I think everyone must be aware of Vajrang, right? He's leading that chapter, and uh, he started sessions on like uh, for UiPath Studio Web, which is a very new product of UiPath, and we can do the developments as well. So he's taking care of that particular chapter, and he's hosting sessions on UiPath Studio Web series. So even you can go with that as well.
Though you missed to like attend the particular event, if you just click on the past events, so you can also have the recording and also the slides that's been used across this particular meeting and all, so that you won't be in a dilemma that, hey, I've just missed some important community event where I thought of attending. So you can just go through the particular recording that was available in the particular link, right? So that is one of the biggest advantage, though you miss some great meetings because of your busy schedule and all.
I think Sai Kiran, you forgot about the forum rewards. You got it multiple times. You can inform that also.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
So Sai Kiran used to get the monthly forum awards for his contributions on UiPath community forum. Yes.
So it's a kind of rewards. We can get the
Yeah.
certification vouchers, and we can get some kind of money vouchers from UiPath community itself, who all are active in forum. So that's great. Even Sai Kiran got it multiple times. So that's the reason you don't want to reveal to anyone.
Nothing like that.
He's getting
So
money, so he doesn't want to reveal it out to you. Okay,
Yes.
fine.
yes,
Uh,
fine.
okay, perfect. Um, Let us come back, and we have the automation cloud as well. So we have all these four platforms, right? Like here it is kind of like you'll be having access to all of your UiPath products. And this is about the automation cloud. And all these four platforms with a single login. Like you have a SSO. Let me do one thing. Let me open it in an incognito mode. We can go with the Google Cloud or Microsoft or LinkedIn or SSO. SSO is like corporate, and here you can go with the Google, or you can even go with the email. So, but all login in case if you sign up for one particular platform, and you will be signed up for each and every platform. So one user, multiple platforms. This is how these components work. So it is not necessary for you to separately create your forum account, or it's not necessary for you to separately create your academy account. Once you are signed up to your automation cloud, anyhow, like we are going to do that when we are kickstarting our development training sessions of installation and introduction and everything. At that time, we are going to kickstart this automation cloud sign up, right? So with the same user, you can log into any of these platforms. So guys, Pradeep and Sai Kiran, did I missed any of the community channel or something?
As of now, we are
Uh,
totally good.
Okay, thank you. Thanks. So let us come back to our curriculums. What we are going to cover as part of our training. So anyhow, like today's session is so it doesn't want to showcase the dates and all. Like we will anyhow, like we are going to share this, right? So okay, the first topic is we are going today we are having it like introduction about the training and the ecosystem, and we will be starting with the RPA introduction and the development life cycle. See, we have a software development life cycle, and we will be having a test life cycle. In the similar way, we have the RPA development life cycle as well. So we are going to cover what are the different phases and what we are going to perform in each stage, what is the output of each and every phase, and how we generally start our RPA project and how we are going to end. And once it is moved into the production, how we are going to manage it. So that we are going to cover. And we are going to cover UiPath architecture and what are the other UiPath products we have. UiPath is having around 18 to 20 products, not only the studio, robot, and orchestrator. We have around 20 products of UiPath. So we are going to cover all these 20 products at a high level. And we are going to we'll try to give you very high level information like which product is used for what. And also we are going to cover the UiPath architecture. Architecture in the sense like how it is going to communicate each other, like how the orchestrator and robot is getting communicated, how the orchestrator and studio is going to communicate, and how this entire architecture of UiPath ecosystem, not ecosystem, or we can say the products, because when we say the ecosystem, it is kind of community forum and these will come into the picture. It's about like how the UiPath products interact with or integrate with each other. And we will start with the UiPath installation, and we are going to cover what are the interface, the entire interface of UiPath Studio, about like the panels and what are the different types of workflows we have. Uh, and then we are going to cover variables, arguments, and the string methods, some string manipulations, because in majority of the why we are going to cover only the string manipulations, not about the other variable types, because in any automation we are going to perform lot of string manipulations, and we have a lot of string methods, right? And other variables we have very less methods, but for string methods we have a lot of methods available, and we do a lot of string manipulations as part of our projects, right? And we have the control statements and exception handlings, like we are going to cover the loops and the conditional statements, conditional activities, and also we are going to cover how we can handle the errors and what actually the type of errors we can encounter in UiPath and how we are going to handle them and what are the next steps it is going to take. We are going to cover in detail. And then we will be coming up to the UI automation topics. We are going to have 3 sessions on it. Uh, we are going to cover about the selectors and what are the different types of selectors we have, and we are going to cover the UI Explorer. Here I didn't mention, I missed out to mention, but we missed out to mention, but we are going to cover the UI Explorer and UI frameworks. We have the UI frameworks in order to identify some better selectors in some robust applications, right? And we have the object repository, which is kind of the page object model. If anyone works with Selenium, they can relate that. Something page object model, like instead of directly going with selectors, we will create each and element whatever we want to use in our automation as an object, and we will be utilizing that. And we will be looking at the UI libraries as well. Like let us suppose if any application got changed, how we are going to update without getting into the code from the outside itself. That we are going to cover with the help of UI libraries. And we are going to see how the recorders and the extraction methods we have and how we can perform the UI automation. So these 3 topics are the UI automation topics. And then after that, like most common automation, Excel automation, where we need to perform a lot of Excel activities. The reason is in business, right? Like because we are trying to automate a business process. So in business users mainly work with the Excel application. They will be having a lot of data in Excel. So in each and every automation, we'll see that. And we are going to cover the email automation. And email automation, like we have different protocols. We are going to see what are the different protocols and how we can work with the emails, and what how we will work with the return object, like whatever the retrieved message. Like once we are reading the mail message, once we are reading the mail, you'll get an object, and how we are going to use that object and get the information and use it further, right? And we are going to cover the database automation. See, all the automations you can try at practice at your place, but I cannot give the confidence that like you can practice the database automation, but be on top of it, because uh, you need to have a database installed on your machine in order to work with the database automation. But we will try to cover as much as we can, and how easy we can cover the database automation, like where we will be dealing with the SQL database or Oracle database. You can connect with any of the databases using UiPath Studio, and we can work with that database for reading of the data and writing the data to the database. And we have other operations as well. And we have the API automation, where we will be making the API calls to any of the server. Like we will be looking at what is API and what are the different methods we have and what are the different authentication methods, and we will perform some calls with the openly available APIs. And the most complex and most demand automation is the PDF automation. That actually require that is the much more required, and because of the PDF automation, there are a lot of AI models or AI businesses happening in the market, because a lot of the data you will be getting in the PDF documents into your organization, and you need to read that data, and you need to understand the data, and you need to put it in some applications, right? And some structured documents you will be having. That understanding is not required. Bluntly, just take the data and put it into the application. So that we are going to cover with the PDF automation. And we are going to cover the orchestrator overview. When I say the orchestrator overview, it is not like opening of orchestrator and just showing it off, but we have some important elements in the orchestrator of assets, queues, and triggers. These are the most important elements we can say in terms of orchestrator, and that we are going to cover, because these are much more used in any of the processes. So we are trying to cover like whatever we are using in the industry as part of our automation, regular automation projects. We are going to cover all those as part of our curriculum, and we are going to cover the RE framework, and we are going to cover the complete explanation of the RE framework. So this is how our curriculum looks like. And guys, Pradeep and Sai Kiran, do you have anything to say on top of this?
Yes, Pathrudu. So we got lot many questions regarding the document understanding, RA center, action center, related stuff in the chart. So what I'm going to tell here. So first of all, we are going to cover these topics here, because if you want to learn some kind of too advanced topic, we should be good with the basic topics, right? So that's the reason we are going to cover these topics. And once everyone is fully familiar with these topics, we will cover that particular topics also. That's the way it will work. Yeah.
Just to have an add-on here, so why we just choose this particular topics is something in this particular group we have people who are coming from different what I can say expertise, like who are basically a fresh graduate who are into a different domain, just want to transform their career into automation journey with the UiPath, or else like there are people who are from different tool expertise and all. So we have just considered lots of inputs in the form we have just shared to you while registration, and based on those inputs, we just made this particular curriculum so that you can just kickstart your particular journey here in RPA and all. Yeah.
Because if you want to change your career into the RPA, or if you want to kickstart your career in your RPA, so if you moved in any one of any projects in RPA, UiPath, so these topics should be the standard one. So you should learn this topic. Then only you can cover entire advanced topics. So that's the reason we started with this basic to advanced courses.
And we will make sure that all the registered persons will get all the recordings, because you will be having a overview of what you actually try to learn on a daily basis. But please do make sure that you are attending the sessions, and we assure that all these sessions, what we are trying to showcase, what Pathrudu has showcased, will be definitely for free of cost. Yeah. Anything to add on here, Pathrudu or Pradeep?
No.
Date, color, means PGV. So I'm not getting. Did we post any date or month?
No, that month is missed in the particular file, so we need to change it. So anyhow, it's a draft file, right? So we can share the original file with them.
Okay, got it. So you're talking about the curriculum. Okay, fine. We'll change it. So forget about the date. Just focus on the topics like what we are going to cover, and the timings will be the same timings, 9:30 to 10:30. And doubt clearing, like in case if you have any queries, right, you can ask after the end of the course, and we'll be covering that as well.
Yeah, we'll give every day like 10 minutes for the clarifications, so you can do that.
I think there are some people left in lobby or what? Okay, raise hands. Rahul Patel. Uh, do you have anything to ask for? Lakshmi, do you have anything?
Hi, good
Yeah.
morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for the session, by the way. I'm Lakshmi. I'm working with PepsiCo. So I actually am working on Studio X because we are only, like Studio X is only thing available for us. I have started a project and I'm working on it, but I'm sorry. So I'm stuck somewhere. I'm not able to move forward from there. I was doing a Excel. I was doing a automation on customer portal, which is specifically for PepsiCo. So where the bot will read the data from Excel. So I have like, for suppose I have 10 multiple items. So each time the bot will take the data from first line and it'll do the working in the customer portal. So every time it is getting stuck on the first row itself. It's not going to the second row. So somehow I was,
When you're talking about Studio X, right? Even it is
yeah,
new for me as well because I didn't have much onto that. Studio X.
Studio X has lesser options than the
Yes.
main Studio. It's a
Yes.
Exactly.
trial version, right? So
It's not kind of
You
trial
can do one
version.
thing.
It is for the people like who is working in the business so that like they can easily pick up the things like because more and more option selection is there. And Pradeep is
mhm.
adding something here.
Yes, Lakshmi, it is basically for the business users. You can do one thing. We have the WhatsApp channel, the WhatsApp chat, right? So we'll enable the
Right.
chat from today or day after tomorrow, or you can ping us personally so that we can connect and we can see the issue. So that
Yeah,
that will
yeah.
work.
I mean, like
Yeah.
the version which you guys will ask us to download, or which on which you people will train us, is that the Studio X or there's something other?
We are going to use the Studio Pro, not the Studio X.
Okay,
Yeah.
Studio Pro would be available for all of us.
Yes, it is
That
available,
is
but you cannot do that on your office laptop. But
okay.
you can. That is available for everyone free.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Fine.
It's
Thank you.
entirely for the developer purpose. Yeah.
Yeah,
And Vaishnavi.
we are going to guide you on all the installation steps, all the things as per the schedule. It was there on the third day. So first session is just to have a overview, just to connect with your people to get some inputs. Just say like, hey, this is what we are going to cover in the next sessions and all these things.
Vaishnavi, do you have something to say? Okay. So that means what is Studio Web? See, Studio Web is similar to a development tool, but it's kind of like you'll be doing automation on the browser based itself. Like it doesn't require any installations or any dependencies will not be there, and you can access it from the automation cloud itself. And but the shortfall of that is like you cannot automate the desktop application. You need to go with only the web applications in order to implement with the Studio Web. See, the Studio itself is Studio Pro, other than Studio X. So previously we used to have Studio Pro, but now it is the name or the Pro name was removed, and we just have only Studio and Studio X. So in other words, I can say Studio.
If I can ask,
Yeah.
is it completely different, the X and the Pro?
Studio X is and Studio. So let us not call it out Pro, because previously we used to have Studio Pro where you will be having a studio testing and everything is there. When at that time it was used to be called as Studio Pro. So now let us call it as Studio and Studio X, and both are not completely different, but the installation is same. And whatever the works we are doing, we have very limited scope in the Studio X, and the activities are a bit different. But here we will be having the Studio, we will be having a lot of features, and it is for the developers.
Okay,
Yes. So
got it.
basically,
Thank you.
Studio X is for the business users with the limited activities, easy to understand and easy based automations. We can do it in the Studio, like Studio X.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, and we got one more question related to the RE framework, work for multiple input files for each file having multiple records. Yes, we are going to cover similar use case in RE framework with
But
kind of
we may not cover in terms of files, but we are going to cover the use case similar to it,
yes, high
right?
level use case.
Yeah.
We will get.
Yeah. What different platforms we will be working on apart from Studio and Orchestrator? We are going to use only those two as of now as part of this training, because this is something that to we want everyone to kickstart with the UiPath. So we'll see like going further in future if we can add some more, but for now it is only free. These are Orchestra and Studio.
So we got one more question. Is the training completely free? It's yes. It's
Will you
entirely
please
free.
guide the freshers to land a job in RPA, or these topics enough for the. See, these we will not commit that like these topics are good enough to get into the job, but these are going to be your base for uh, gaining the experience, like to start with your automation journey. But these are the solid foundations you need to have before you start with anything. And I have done RPA UiPath training, but again, I'm struggling to understand the basic concepts. Will this training to help you to yes, we are going to cover the basic trainings, these trainings, basic concepts, uh, as much as clearly that everyone can take it up, right? So this will help you for sure. I can commit that. So I cannot commit on like helping to get in a job or like directly join the job after this training, but I can commit that you will get a complete understanding of all the basic concepts. Is this training completely free? Yes. Studio is for developers, Studio Pro is for tester. Is it correct? See, Samir, I'm saying like previously we used to have the Studio Pro, but there is no Pro right now. It is only Studio and Studio X. That was renamed, and okay. You have YouTube channel also. Yes, we do have. But when you are following this training, I don't think like it's required for you to start follow the channel as well. But Sai Kiran, if you can post your X and Automation X and Skill RPA channel links, then the people can look into that. Which version of Studio we will be using for automation? See, here we are going to install the community edition. So the community edition will be always the latest version you are going to get. So when you ask about the Studio version, it is going to be the very latest version. What is the training time? The same time, 9:30 to 10:30. Are we covering link queries and under Excel automation? Sunil, we are not cover, I'm not sure like whether we will get enough time to cover the link use or not, but we will see.
Yeah, we can cover it in the string manipulations. So that's work.
No,
And
we
that
will be covering under the Excel because it's on
yes.
data tables. Right?
What is the course duration? We don't have any specific duration yet. So the first agenda is we have to complete all the basic training to advanced one. So whichever the course content we have it, we'll cover everything.
Also, you are performing forum. That's nice to hear. What is coded automation? Coded automation is something that like when you need to implement the complex things which are not available and the drag and drop. And why is this free? Can I ask why is this free? It's a good question. So we covered our in the slide itself that we want to give it for free as part of UiPath community. We three are from the UiPath community, right? So that's it. There is no specific reason for that. What is the role of SAP in Salesforce? See, Samir, the role of SAP or Salesforce, right? These are the target applications on which we generally automate. So they will not have any role as part of UiPath Studio. They will have as part of your process. I think Lakshmi have one question. I think she raised the hand. Let us take the question from her, and then we'll come back to the chat.
Mine is the accounts payable. I mean, like accounts background. Basically, I'm a BCom graduate and an MBA finance person. So would I be understanding all these concepts? Is it specifically for someone who's done their
So,
BTech or software? No, right?
uh, see, it's not like that. See, when I started my career, right, back in like UiPath journey in back in 2017, at that time there was an MVP who did his bachelor's as LLB, right?
Yeah.
That's good.
So there is nothing in that way. Like it's all about like the effort and the interest you are keeping in that, and of course it is possible for everyone to start with that. And let us start the journey. Like there is not a problem to spend for a couple of days in that, right? Like to see whether you can take it up or not.
Yeah, thank you.
There is no restriction in terms of education.
No, I just was trying to understand, would there be any technical aspects which I would not understand, which only a BTech or somebody
No,
who's
no, no,
done
no,
their
no, no,
no,
no.
right? Yeah.
No, even
Because
if
when
you have, right, it will be a kind of like small thing, syntaxes or
Yeah.
something, and that you can directly get it from ChatGPT. It's not
So
even
one of the
necessary for us
example is
to
like if you are spending 1 hour for that particular technical thing, so you have to spend only 1.5 hours. That's it. So
Nah,
extra half
that's
an hour
how
we
it
have
will
to
be
spend.
initial days.
got
Right. So
That too
this
in
is
initial days.
and to
Yeah.
why
just add on.
I got this question was I had this target and anchor issue in the project. So somebody helped me on that from the forum itself. He was again landed up as my colleague in the office. So he almost did some 1 hour of things where he wrote a lot of formulas and lot of stuff.
Hmm.
I was trying to understand, but nothing went into my head. It just went
Maybe he intentionally made you to get into the complexity of understanding that.
okay, maybe he tried to
So
make me feel like this is not my cup of tea.
to
So
just
I just
not
thought this
bring.
is not my cup of tea, and then I thought no, I just want to learn it. And then
So
somebody just referred me to this course. But thank you,
Is
three of you. It's
yeah,
really
easy
helpful for
Anil
so many
Bhakti
people.
who gave the answer in forum.
Anil,
So
I
we'll
think
Anil,
it
ask
is
him
okay.
Anil Bhakti.
basic.
It is
Okay,
Anil
We'll
okay.
ask
No,
him
it's
to
not
put the
him.
basic
It's not
answer.
him.
It's not in okay.
So
Then
anyhow,
it's
he is not again. Anyhow, see, Lakshmi, even I am not from the computer science background. I'm bachelor's, but I'm completely from a mechanical, and I doesn't have any coding knowledge prior to this taking up UiPath implementation. So there is
Got it.
nothing in that way. You can start from UiPath as for learning.
Thank you so
just to
much.
add on here, one of the biggest advantage we have here in UiPath, it's these platforms are built basically on low code or no code technologies. So it's
Yeah, I
not
can
that
see
it's
that.
no code technologies, but it's something where we can have a less utilization of the code and all. But you definitely need some sort of a developer mindset to just have some business automations done for your particular clients and what are the requirement that comes in our particular way and all. Yeah.
So the next question is, what is the studio version? We will go. We always go with the latest because the community is the latest version. And can we expect RE framework integration? So I'm not sure about like what you call out integration, but we will implement or explain the RE framework. Are we covering link queries? Yes, we will try to cover, but cannot promise. Are we covering any real-time scenario end-to-end on RE framework? We will plan to see like in case if we have a small use case to cover, but as of now, we will try to, even RE framework implementation also we will cover it similar to that only. What is the course duration? We are not having any fixed duration, but we will take the course on regular basis till we complete the basic like whatever the curriculum we promised. That I have no idea on RPA. This is new to me. Yes, of course, this is intended for the people who are very new. Have 2020, do I need to upgrade? It is not required to upgrade any of the versions. If you have a version, you can work with that. There is no problem in terms of like if you have 22 version and if we are working on 23 version, it doesn't matter. You can work with that.
I think Pathrudu, we are just running short of time, and Pradeep want to just announce some
Yes, okay,
thing.
fine. I think we are running out of the time, but guys, so today we are just closing it out, saying running out of the time. But generally, when we start with the topics, and if you have the queries, then we will not say this word. Okay, perfect. Yeah,
Yeah.
Pradeep,
So
over to
one
you.
thing, one exciting thing is this is entirely free training, and end of this entire course duration, we are going to provide the goodies also, like who all are too active in this particular trainings and who all are good with the learning and who is much interactive with the team. So we are going to give the hoodies also from the UiPath side. And for this, we have a couple of criteria for it to get the goodies. So the first thing is whichever the things we have informed today. Like Pathrudu informed about the learning website of academy.uipath.com. Sai Kiran, can you please post that URLs? And one more thing is forum. If you get any doubts, you can raise the questions in the forum, right? So these two are official websites of UiPath. So if you are not registered yet, so what you have to do? So you have to register in the academy and start the basic learning course, and you have to register for the forum and take a snip of these both and post it in the LinkedIn and tag we three of us. So we have shared that particular our details also. So you can share tag us so that we'll consider for the goodies. So in the next, once we are done with the course, so we can provide the goodies to who all are too active. What is your thoughts, Patu?
Yeah, perfect, perfect. And guys, there is and one more surprise which you are going to get at the last day. Whoever is following the sessions regularly, whoever joins, they are going to get a very unique problem solving package at the last day. I'm going to provide, I'm going to give that from my end. Okay, Pradeep? Fine?
Let me share the
Yeah.
links that they can do the register and they can do the post.
Yes.
So these are the
Any
links.
certification help? No. And there is one question that people are asking about the VB macros and CI/CD pipelines in the interviews. See, guys, this is starting for us, and this is the first time we are launching the free training that will be the basics. And let us see going further what possibilities we can do. But for now, we are confined to the basic training because something needs to be started from zero. How can I
Just
get
give
in
me one
Canada?
minute.
I'm not
I'll
sure.
If if I can ask
Will-
one last
Yes,
question, sorry for
yes,
all my
Lakshmi.
questions.
No worries, no
I
worries.
don't think it's troubling. So, can we do any of the courses or any of the trainings from the UiPath website simultaneously with you guys, and
Yes,
then get a
yes.
certification? Which one, which course would be the right course to choose? simultaneously doing this.
Automation developer.
Automation developer. Got it.
Yeah.
Can you share that link
And
even
under the learning path you have, I think,
under
let me
the?
share my screen and I'll try to, because I don't think like the course link we can share, but let me go
Hmm.
Yeah,
to the
you can
academy.
just
So basically,
help.
I think we can share that. So that is also in the criteria, as I said you. So just you have to enroll that course and you have to
Automation
take a
developer
skip of it.
professional.
Yeah.
yes.
And you have to take the
So
skip of
there
this
is
one.
This is the course. I'm giving it in the chat. So you can follow along with us in this so that
Yeah,
you will get the completion diploma.
certification even. Right. So that's what I was thinking.
As a beginner also, can we take that
Uh,
particular course, or
yeah.
do we need to do any other courses and come to this particular course? What would you suggest?
Yeah, we
Sorry.
have an associate, like in automation associate. After that, we have to complete the professional.
No, I
Yes.
think this
So
is
basically,
professional
I
training,
am
right?
going through with
This
that.
contains the basic and advanced also, both combined.
Right. So, sir, how different it will be? Because currently I am doing this associate RPA development course from the academy. So, like, will that be only sufficient, like working with you guys, or I have to register the this one which you have just the link which you have just shared with us?
This is for the examination preparation, right? They mistake gave a wrong link.
sorry, yeah, voice is breaking. So can you please
Okay.
repeat it?
Yeah, of course. There is for RPA one, like there is one associate course with the UiPath Academy, right? So this is what right now I am going through with chapter wise with them. Yeah, and so it's like only that one is sufficient while pursuing your course, which is now you are going to start, or is there any other course which I need to start so that we can have like a very good understanding what you are saying because you are the industry experts in that field.
So to start with our training, right? We doesn't have any prerequisite like you need to complete something or other. But once we done with this, detail in order to carry forward, you need to make like complete some other courses. So this is
Okay.
going to be your starting point. It doesn't have
Okay.
any prerequisites.
Okay. Okay. That's great. Thank you.
Yeah. And Vishnu certification, that's what like parallelly you need to get registered in the academy so that you will get a certification. See, if you want me to give you the certificate, I can give you, but it doesn't add any value to you because there is no authenticity. If you are getting it from academy, it has a value. Thanks for training chapters like Pune chapter or Hyderabad chapter. I think we have already provided the sessions links. Pradeep, can you post that communications mining again so that
Yeah,
people
yeah,
can
yeah.
join?
Even I'll just post all the links what we have discussed today
Okay, let
in
us
the mail
post that. Let us post that back into the
group.
WhatsApp group. Yeah,
Yeah,
we will post
so I'll
that in the
just post.
WhatsApp group as well, guys.
So we have a small challenge here in just viewing the chart window and all. So we're just facing a small issue here. Apart from that, otherwise we would have just shared all the details.
So 1 second, Pradeep, like before we close out, right? Like there is one raised hand. Veena, do you have anything to ask, or else like we are going to wind up the session?
Hi,
Yes,
hi.
sir. I have. Hi.
Yeah.
I'm from one of support domain. I work for Cognizant. I would like to ask one question that is it is possible for me like to change the domain right after if I follow the codes properly? Is there any career
Um,
growth for me?
See, of course, there is going to be a very good career growth for sure, but it all depends on the effort you are putting. And
Mm-hmm.
after this course, also you may need to follow a couple of more courses as well. Like, see, this is not completely enough, but you will get a very solid basics for understanding of your path and how to implement. So the rest is all about your logic, right? How you put your
Yeah.
effort. So, but we promise that we are going to give you the complete basic solid foundations for RPA development.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Thank you. And guys, so we will Vikas. Okay. This is the last question, guys. I don't want to take any more other questions because we are running out of time. Vikas, please.
So I'm just curious, like, what will be when will be the next like session for us? Like, how will we come to know about all those sessions?
No,
And all?
every day we have from 9:30 to 10:30.
Okay, that will
And I created a WhatsApp group, so we'll give the updates in the WhatsApp
Yes,
group every day.
in the
okay.
So
WhatsApp
which
group
are the
also we are going to
topics we
post
covered
our
it
updates.
and
Yeah.
what we are going to cover it for tomorrow. And if we have any
Okay.
reference documents, we'll post it in the same group.
Okay, that will be great. That's going to fit. That sounds good. Yeah,
So
thank
everyone
you.
can able to access the WhatsApp group link, right?
Yes, I do. I'm already
Yeah.
registered, and I'm following you, Pradeep and Kiran sir, like seriously. So from there only, I got to know lots of things about UiPath and all.
Great. Yeah, that's
That's
great.
nice to hear.
Yeah.
And thanks everyone, and we will see you tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Thanks for
Yes.
joining everyone.
Thanks,
Thanks.
everyone.
Thank
Thanks
you.
a
Thank
lot
you.
for the great
Thank you, sir.
support, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks
Thank you all.
Pathrudu,
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Pradeep,
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Bye.